Are you taking the time to reflect on your personal and financial growth this year? Many people set goals, but forget to pause and evaluate their progress. Reflecting on your journey helps you to gain clarity, celebrate your achievements, and identify areas for improvement. By looking back, you can move forward with confidence and a renewed sense of purpose. So, today, let's explore how you can effectively reflect on your growth to ensure a successful second half of the year. Hello, and welcome to Rise to Your Money Power, where we have honest conversations to empower you around your relationship with money. I'm Pamela Plick, your host, and I'm on a mission to empower women to confidently build wealth from the inside out. I help purpose driven women overcome feeling anxious, stuck, or overwhelmed related to their personal relationship with money so that they can become confident, achieve peace of mind, create financial freedom, and impact. And I do this through my signature programs and services, as well as through events and building community. The midpoint of the year is a perfect time to reflect on both your personal and financial growth. This reflection allows you to assess your progress and again celebrate those wins, as well as identify areas that need improvement. So, by taking a step back to review your journey, then you can move forward with greater clarity and confidence. So let's dive into 5 key areas you should focus on during your mid year reflection. Now, the first key area to focus on to ensure a successful second half of the year is revisit your financial goals. You want to start by looking at the financial goals that you've set at the beginning of the year. Reflect on your progress. Are you on track? Have you met the milestones that you set? Now, this is your chance to understand what has worked and what hasn't. Then, one action step that you can take to revisit your financial goals is to write down your financial goals and compare them with your current status. If there are any, identify any gaps and create a plan with specific actions to bridge those gaps. And I want to mention this is the final episode in a 5-part series, which is all about making sure that you check in the at the halfway point in the year. We covered areas such as how to create a mid-year audit, how to review your investments, how to celebrate your successes. And so if you missed any of those previous episodes, you might want to go back and check those out. So with the second key area to focus on to ensure a successful second half of the year is evaluate your spending habits. Your spending habits significantly impact your financial health. You want to review your expenses over the past 6 months and identify any patterns. Are there areas where you overspent or areas that you need to save more? Or maybe you have debt that you had a goal of paying down a certain amount of debt. And did that happen? So it's a good idea to go ahead and look at your spending habits, review that budget to see if there's anywhere that you can free up resources to reallocate towards the other goals that you set for the year. Now, one action step that you can take to evaluate your spending habits is to conduct a detailed analysis of your spending. Identify at least two areas where you can reduce your expenses and set a realistic budget for the next 6 months. The third key area to focus on to ensure a successful second half of the year is assess income sources and growth. You want to review all of your income sources, including your primary job, or whether you're an entrepreneur, you own a business, any side hustles that you might have, and any passive income that you generate. So think about, after reviewing these sources, it's easy to put it out, map it out on a spreadsheet, and list, what your income sources were so far year to date and what you've accumulated. And is that on track to your annual income goal? So take a look and see, answer the question, have these sources met your expectations? If not, identify what adjustments can you make to improve your income, and make a plan. So if your business, you have an income goal of 6 figures for your business at the end of the year, we're at the halfway point. If you have not generated at least 50% of that income goal, then take a look at what can you do to improve. What action steps that can you take to generate more income? Now, one action step that you can take to assess your income sources and growth is to list all of your income streams and evaluate your performance. So set a goal to increase your income by a specific amount and outline those steps that you can take to achieve this by the end of the year. Now, the fourth key area to focus on to ensure a successful second half of the year is reflect on personal development. Remember, when we're talking about wealth, building wealth, or even our finances, we need to take a holistic approach. And it's not always just about your income, your bottom line, or the amount that's in your accounts. We need to look at the other areas of our life as well that will make us feel wealthy. And so personal growth contributes to your holistic wealth and your overall success. So one thing that you want to do mid-years is as you're reflecting on your financial goals and your financial results, also reflect on your personal development goals, such as learning a new skill, improving your health, or even enhancing relationships. Ask yourself, how have these areas progressed? Now, personal growth plays a critical role in shaping not only your overall success, but also your overall well-being. And so reflecting on your personal development involves assessing various aspects of your life, such as maybe new skills that you've learned, improvements in your health, and the strength of your relationships. And so by evaluating these areas, you can gain valuable insights into your progress and make informed decisions about your future growth. So let's talk about these three areas. Learning new skills. As women who live our lives on purpose, we strive to live an abundant life. And as part of that, we're lifelong, for the most part, we are lifelong learners. So learning new skills is an essential part of personal development, whether it's acquiring a new professional certification, maybe picking up a new hobby, or enhancing your existing talents. Every new skill adds value to your life. So, what new skills have you acquired this year? You want to reflect on those as you set out the skills that you set out to learn at the beginning of the year. Have you made progress in those areas? Think about that. And what challenges did you face in trying to learn those new skills? And how did you overcome them? So, by assessing your journey, you can celebrate your achievements and identify those areas that need further improvement. And again, it may not be skills that are directly related to your business or the work that you do, although it's wonderful to be able to enhance those skills as well. But it can also be something that's just personal enrichment, keeping in mind, what are things that you want to learn. Maybe you read a book, or you took a short course. So thinking about how can you enhance your overall personal journey by increasing your skills. So for example, let's say that you had a goal to learn a new language. You want to reflect on how far you've come. Now that is a goal that I have as well. I would love to, at one point, I was fluent in Italian, and I kind of lost that over the years, but that is a language that I would love to relearn. So, just thinking about, perhaps if that was a goal for you to learn a new language, maybe you completed some online courses and can now hold basic conversations. You want to recognize this as progress and plan your next steps to achieve fluency. So, one action step that you can take is to identify 3 new skills that you've learned or improved upon in the past 6 months. And it doesn't matter how big or how small they are. It's important to just identify what were you may have read an article, read a book, and was able to apply those new skills. So think about, what skills that you've learned or like I said, improved upon over the past 6 months. Celebrate those skills, celebrate that accomplishment, then set a new skill to focus on for the next 6 months and outline the resources and steps that are needed to achieve this goal. Now, remember, I want to remind you when we're talking about setting goals, we want to make sure that the goals fit the SMART acronym, that they're specific, they're measurable, they're achievable, they're relevant, and time bound. So set that goal so that it's easy for you to measure whether you achieve the goal or your progress to the goal at the end of the 6 months. Now, a second area that is part of our holistic approach, our holistic wealth, our approach to wealth, and can contribute to our overall wealth is our health. So your health is a cornerstone of personal development. Reflecting on your personal and mental well being can reveal how well you've been taking care of yourself. So, think about, have you maintained a regular exercise routine? Maybe you have you adopted healthier eating habits? Or maybe at the end of the year, you committed to making sure that you would meditate as part of your morning routine, that you would meditate either maybe 3 times a week or meditate every day of the week. So think about, what are those things that you committed to doing to improving your health, and where you stand, or how much progress have you made since then. Now, assessing your health goals helps you to understand what works and what doesn't, allowing you to make necessary adjustments. So maybe if you thought about, meditating in the morning, maybe that doesn't quite work for you. Your mornings are busy. It's okay to meditate in the evening, or even thinking about other wellness, other actions that consistent actions that help to cultivate your mental wellness as well. So, besides the meditation, the journaling, um, practicing gratitude, all of those things contribute to your overall health. So, let me give you an example. Let's say that your goal was to exercise 3 times a week. You want to reflect on your consistency. How well did you do? Did you stick to your 3 times a week? Maybe you managed to stick to this routine, but noticed improvements in your energy levels as well as your overall fitness. So, one action step that you can take here is to identify 3 health improvements that you've made over the past 6 months. Set a new goal plan, such as running a 5K or practicing mindfulness daily, and create a step by step plan to incorporate this into your routine. Now, the next area that you want to focus on and evaluate is your relationships. Strong relationships are fundamental to personal development. You reflect on your efforts to build and nurture meaningful connections with not only family and friends, but also colleagues. Think about, have you spent quality time with your loved ones? Have you improved your communication skills? Are you consistently nurturing those relationships, those business relationships that you have, that you want to cultivate and deepen? So, evaluating your relationships helps you to understand their impact on your happiness and your overall personal growth. So, to give an example, let's say your goal was to strengthen your relationship with a family member. Then you want to reflect on the actions that you've taken, such as scheduling regular phone calls or spending more time together. Consider the positive changes that these efforts have brought into your relationship. So, one action step that you can take in this area of relationships, deepening relationships, is to identify 3 relationship enhancements that you've achieved over the past 6 months. So then you want to set a new goal, a new relationship goal, such as improving your listening skills or reconnecting with an old friend, or even making a list of business relationships that you want to nurture and connect. You want to nurture the connections. Then you outline specific actions to foster these connections. Now, in conclusion, reflecting on your personal development is an empowering exercise that provides clarity and direction for your future growth. And it's also in alignment with building holistic wealth. By evaluating your progress in learning new skills, improving your health, and enhancing relationships, you can celebrate your achievements and make informed decisions about your next steps. Remember, personal growth is a continuous journey that requires regular reflection and adjustment. Embrace this process to achieve greater success and fulfillment. Now, the fifth key area to focus on to ensure a successful second half of the year is to plan for future success. Use your reflections to adjust your plans for the rest of the year. Be realistic about what you can achieve. You don't want to get overwhelmed, and set actionable steps to ensure that you stay on track. And one action step that you can take to actually plan for future success is to develop a revised plan for the next 6 months, incorporating specific measurable goals. Again, the SMART acronym. Then schedule regular check-ins, like maybe monthly check-ins, to monitor your progress and adjust as needed. Reflecting on your personal and financial growth at mid-year is crucial for continued success. By evaluating your progress and making necessary adjustments, you can achieve your goals with clarity and confidence. Remember, reflection is the lens that brings your goals into focus. Look back to move forward with clarity and confidence. Let's recap what we talked about today. We discussed actually 5 key areas that you should focus on during your mid-year reflection. Number 1, revisit your financial goals. Number 2, evaluate your spending habits. Number 3, assess your income sources and growth. Number 4, reflect on your personal development. And lastly, plan for future success. Now, at this point, I'd love for you to take some time to reflect on your current financial situation, your current relationship with money, and ask yourself these 3 questions to help you to gain clarity and to motivate yourself into action. Number 1, ask yourself, how have my income sources performed? And what can I do to improve them? Number 2, ask yourself, what personal growth achievements have contributed to my overall well-being this year? And then lastly, ask yourself, how can I adjust my goals and plans to ensure a successful second half of the year? Now, if you're ready to take the first step towards financial empowerment and success, then I'd love for you to join me in a powerful Money Power Breakthrough Call, where we will set the stage to help you to unlock the key to transforming your relationship with money. Together, we will uncover what's holding you back from aligning your vision with your goals and identify the next step to pave the way towards ultimate financial freedom. You don't want to miss this opportunity to create a brighter future for yourself and your business. So To learn more and apply for this complimentary Money Power Breakthrough call, just go to PamelaPlick.com/thank you. That's PamelaPlick.com/thank you to access the link to schedule your call. Now, once you've scheduled your call, check out my other free tools and resources that will help you to start unlocking your financial freedom and setting yourself up for long-term success. So in closing, I'd like to leave you with this final thought. Your financial journey is a marathon, not a sprint. Reflect, adjust, and keep moving forward. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with me today. And until next time, remember, you can rise to your money power. See you next time.